Hey guys, have you ever thought all I do is stress about money, like all the time? And what the frick can I do to change my money situation? And man, I know nothing about money, and I'm never going to have any with an attitude like that. More after the break. Well, hello, it's Jennifer Cramer Lewis here, and welcome to the Audacious podcast. So what is the Audacious podcast, you ask yourself? Well, the Audacious podcast is all about audacious life and living. And doesn't that sound delicious? So what if you actually didn't have to have a debt or a financial obligation to ask for more money to come into your life? And what would it be like for you to have more than your fair share of everything? More money, more possibilities, more friends, more lovers, more food, more delicious, juicy, delightful fun times in your life. More vacations, even trips across the world, more profitable clients, more everything. And that's what the Audacious podcast is all about. It's asking you to create more in your life and inviting you to that paradigm with inspiration, tips, tricks, and stories to put you in the space and place of creating greater, just for the fun of it. So, what do you do when you notice that your money situation is in the needs improvement category? Here are my top 3 tips and tricks and tools to get that money situation rolling in the right direction, finally. Tip number 1, ask yourself, who am I being with money? Quite often, asking that simple question will bring your attention to the fact that you are not being yourself about money. With family, gender, culture, socioeconomic status all playing a part, being truly yourself with money is something that may require a little bit of practice. Hint, if you hear your mom's voice when you talk about money, this may be a clue. Is now the time to start choosing something different? Tool number 1, a question you can ask is, if I was truly being me with money, what would I choose here? And then be curious about what shows up next with money. Tip number 2, ask yourself, what would I choose if it wasn't about the money? You may have some deep training to do with money, like you should never choose anything that you can't afford or don't have the money in the bank for. Not to encourage you to whip out your credit card and close your eyes, more to have you becoming more aware of the other choices you could make if it was not about the money. Often, there are dozens of choices that you cannot see because of the deep training received from family about money. Tool number 2, a question you can ask is, universe, please show me what choosing this would add to my future. And then be curious about what shows up for you. Often, it can be people bringing up the same topic to you. Tip number 3, ask yourself, who could assist me with this? I notice in my work that many of my clients are programmed to be secretive and stoic about money. They have to do it themselves, and yet they really don't know some of the basics about money. Plus, they get anxious or scared about learning new skills or tools that could have them dancing through the financial basics and attracting more money into their lives as a result. Often you get an idea of who could ask for advice. Many experts, including myself, will offer a free coffee date or an online session to get you started. All you have to do is ask. A question you can ask is, who do I admire that has money? Often people who have money will have books that they recommend or even a course that they teach. I have an online resource that you can download that I'll just gift to you. Go to tinyurl.com/unlockingyou. This is a whole 90-minute class deleting old behavior patterns and points of view that are preventing you from having money. How cool is that? Why don't you just go and get it? Well, everybody, my name is Jennifer Cramer Lewis, and that was the Audacious podcast. How much more audacious can you be now in your life and living and your financial flows? Do me a favor. If you love this podcast, please hit the subscribe button and let's get audacious together. I wonder what we could create for you if we got together regularly. And go and download that class. Go right now. Get it. See you on the next Audacious. Bye, guys.